Hello. Welcome back to Lenny Plans. It has been a hot minute since I did some filming. I decided to take a little break after doing about 12 months worth of the weekly plan with me's, and I had intended to step back in and do some monthly flip throughs, but this year has been escaping me. So I actually didn't end up doing the August or September flip throughs as planned. Here we are in October, and I'm going to catch you guys up on the last 3 months. So I guess there's a couple of reasons why I have had that little break, aside from it being originally it was planned, but it extended just because we've had a few health bumps, nothing serious or concerning, but just, you know, those things that require trips to emergency or medication checks and tests and things like that. So it's just been a little bit of a chaotic couple of months, and we're all going well and coming through. I also have had some changes to like my work situation, and they are planned. And we're actually sort of preparing for some big changes in the family for next year, which will be really exciting. So you'll see a little bit of that as we go through. I guess just to kind of start off and give you guys like the highlight reel, as it were. I'm going to be finishing up my work at school at the end of this term, and I'm going to be homeschooling my youngest. I have just had some concerns about the impact that the pandemic and all of the disruptions to schooling, those impacts on him and his learning. And so I just really want to make sure that I take some time with him while he's still young, to be able to make sure we're filling in any gaps at this point in his life. My eldest is still going to be going to school. He actually starts high school next year, which is super exciting. And it just hasn't been the same, I guess, loss of foundational learning at his age and stage. So yeah, really excited for him to carry on, and also really excited to be doing a little bit of that homeschooling. So I'll be doing like homeschooling next year and also working from home, all while spending some time with my littlest. So it's going to be great. I'm really excited. But I guess, and since I have caught you up in an absolute whirlwind, let's dive in, and I'll give you that flip through of just the last little bit of July, and then August, September, October as well, from where you would have last seen if you've been following along with the plan with me. So I currently have my Wonderland222 in my Chic Sparrow Alice, because it's hilarious that I have a Wonderland in Alice. I know, I seriously am not over that joke yet. Hopefully I will eventually get over it. So if I flick across to you, I think this is where we left off. And I'm just going to flick through, and then I'll talk through like the sort of summary pages at the end of each month, just so you get a bit of an idea. So that was the end of July. So July highlights were youth camp. We had my brother-in-law's 40th birthday party. We went to the movies a bunch of times in the holidays. We did park crawl and play dates, lots of time with friends. July was beautiful as a recovery time after the chaos of the first half of the year, and kind of led into some more chaos, but little did I know. So here is this was the last month of winter here in Australia. So flicking through August now, we did have some really beautiful times too. So some highlights from August. So I actually ended up quite anemic, hence why I was fatigued and foggy. And so it really, I'm still getting there now. I'm still feeling a little bit brain foggy some of the time, but having a planner really helps. We were thinking about homeschooling. We hadn't settled on it yet. We've got some time with my friends. There was it was a sturgeon moon, and we were hoping to go out and see it. So we went out to the lake, and it was completely overcast. We could not see anything, but we still had fun playing at the lake in the dark, and we went out on the jetty and sort of had a look at what we could see at that time of night. So it was really interesting, and the kids loved it. I did start talking to some of my colleagues about my thoughts for next year. Some of them got a little awkward. Most people were absolutely amazing though. Lots of stress and headaches. We also had book week parade. I had lots of really encouraging conversations with people, and we had a clued up event as well, which was here. Actually, I want to show you guys this. I was so proud of this one. So these are my boys in their book week costumes. We've got what's his name, Will from the Ranger's Apprentice, and Ron Weasley from Harry Potter. But I made those cloaks. I'm not a sewer at all, so it was an absolute feat to be able to make those. I was really happy with them. It's good times. Anyway, that's just me showing off now. So diving into spring. As you can see, I don't have a lot of detail on the monthly spread, and the month itself was quite, like, I was still kind of jotting down what I was doing, but it was, yeah, I was really just kind of chasing my tail. Yeah, we still had good times. Went out with the boys. My eldest went to emergency. He's okay. It was an injured finger. No breaks. So yeah, September was pretty massive. So it was my partner's birthday. We had so much fun. I put in my resignation at school to finish up at the end of this year. We rediscovered Pokemon Go and spent lots of time out and adventuring. Injuries and illness, it felt like it was never ending through through September. Lots of birthdays, lots of medical tests. We had some family drama in the extended family as well. It was just, it was a month, I tell you. So into this last month, October. Once again, I was still keeping things fairly simple. We did have school holidays between September and the first week of October. So this is when I started to feel a little bit more myself again, I think, was really school holidays. I just love spending time with the kids, took them to the beach, that kind of thing. This was amazing. We went with some friends to a local, like, out of use train tunnel, and it has glowworms. We went during the day, and we could still see them. I do not have the equipment to take photos of them, so it was just one of those like actual life experiences. But it was amazing. It was so muddy and messy and fascinating and fun. It was amazing. We did some art and craft, and I still had my private work as well. The weather was a bit questionable through the holidays, but that's okay. Caught up with some friends, caught up with more friends. Good times. Started back at school for what is to be my last term, which is exciting for me. I kind of feel bad because there are some really lovely people that I work with who are quite sad, which is so sweet of them. And it's hard to be kind of super sad with them when I'm just feeling so good about the change. But anyway, other big news for us as a family is my eldest has got his first pet of his own. We live in a bit of a zoo anyway, but this is Oreo, and he's a little rescue kitten, and he is an absolute terror. He has taken the household by storm. He is adorable. We got absolutely no sleep in the first week that we had him because he was almost completely nocturnal, but that's all right. He's settling in really well. Partner and I went to see Bill Bailey. We also had some car issues in the midst of it as well, which is all being sorted bit by bit. We've got I confused myself there with Jaden on the bus because he actually caught the bus himself to school the following week, and I was like, that didn't happen then. He went on a school excursion to Canberra, so in Year 6 in New South Wales. It's part of the curriculum that students go to Canberra, which is our capital city, and they go and they visit the Parliament and see how it all works and all of the things in that big city. So yeah, he did that. He was exhausted when he came home, but it was really good. Lots of ones of little Oreo. He's just stolen all our hearts. This week was, yeah, I feel like you can almost see me kind of coming back into the planner again. It's been really lovely coming and spending more time here, just having more time and more energy to be present in my planner. There's still a lot of chaos, but it was all, yeah, it's all been really good. One thing, I don't know if anyone has spotted this, but I actually just picked up this online course in day-to-day speaking Irish. Yeah, it's just a bit of fun. My mum and I are doing it together, and it's hard work, I will say, learning a completely different language. I'm not sure that I'm picking it up super well, but it's really interesting and I really enjoy it. It is quite late on a Sunday night. The teacher is actually in Ireland, so we are doing our classes between 7 and 9 p.m. on a Sunday night, which is a little brutal when I have to get up for work the next day, but that's okay. Still good. So highlights from October have been my nephew and my niece's birthday party, visiting the train tunnel, going to the beach, my eldest's excursion and his new kitty cat, friends coming to visit, and then my partner and I seeing Bill Bailey, which was hilarious. So that is the October review, and I am in November and getting a hold of what that means for me, especially as I head towards the end of the year. But yeah, I will follow up with a flip through of November at the end of this month. I hope that you enjoyed that little taste of what has been happening for me. And I look forward to sharing more with you when this month is done. Stay tuned as well. I have had my planners for 2023 arrive in the post in the last couple of weeks, and I'm going to be filming a preview of what I'm going to be using next year. So make sure you hang out and yeah, keep an eye out for that video once it is uploaded. I hope that you're all going well, and I'll see you next time. Bye.